Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more Heroes of the Storm. Today I want to go over a build with Raynor, one of the ranged assassins in the game, and honestly until like yesterday or so I didn't really value him very well. But I found out that this guy is actually really good. So the first talent we're gonna go for right here is going to be give me more, adrenaline rush heals for more. Now I'm gonna go over all of the abilities in a second, but let's first actually discuss why I think this hero is pretty cool all of a sudden. So what most of the time ends up happening is that when you are playing Hero League, the ranked mode in the game, you are going to be focusing for the ranged assassins on Vala and on Tigers. Those are like the main picks. However, yesterday we were both taken and I had to basically go ahead and play a ranged assassin. Turns out, well, the only one I could really go for at that point would be this lovely Raynor right here. And ever since then, I've played like 5 or so games with him, trying out different builds. And ever since then, I've been playing, you know, the build that I actually enjoy the most is going to be this assassin build. But ever since then, I've noticed that he is actually surprisingly strong, especially in the early part of the game. Now, recently, I made a video, you know, basically explaining what I would be doing if I were, you know, just now starting up with Heroes of the Storm. And one of the main things, what I would do, is that I would play Raynor, because he's a really straightforward, relatively easy to play hero. So if you haven't checked out that video yet, I would highly recommend you check it out. It will be the very first link right below the like button below. But the main strength of this guy is going to be the fact that he doesn't really have a specific weakness, and he scales very well throughout the game. So right now, while I did take a little bit of damage right there, I've been dealing significantly more damage than I've been taking, okay? And I feel like on a map like Dragonshire, this might actually be one of the stronger things. Because, hey, we will be able to just sort of keep on going. And, you know, because we need to basically get these shrines, we definitely are in a good position right now to do so. So, Raynor is a very strong duelist, and he's easy to play. What does that mean? Well, it basically means that you don't need to worry very much, and you can just sort of play the same strength during the entirety of the game. What I mean with that is that, for example, when you play Thrall, you need to hold back sort of in the early part of the game, because you're gonna get significantly stronger after getting your level 13 and 16 talents. But with Raynor, you really don't have that. You can just sort of, you know, keep at it. You can just sort of keep at it and go from there. Now, the next talent that we're gonna go for is going to be this one called Focused Attack, which will give us a bunch more damage. But there's a few other options that you can go for as well, such as Vampiric Assault, or even Advanced Optics, which will give you extra range. But let's go very quickly over the abilities that we have. So I'm gonna go with Focused Attack for this build. But the different abilities that I got are first off going to be my Q. Now, my Q is a skill shot in a line forward, but the nice thing about it is that it doesn't just hit the very first thing in line, but it hits everything in the line. So what that means is that, you know, as long as you basically are having the target that you want to hit in that little line right there, you gotta be in a great position. This is actually very nice so far. We're doing very well. I'm actually just gonna walk around here. Then my W is an AoE buff. This one is great, especially when you're fighting in a group together. So I'm gonna use it right now. Everyone will get a bunch of attack boost and some extra damage right here, and it's just very nice. You just do extra damage. Now, this may actually be one of the best example games I could have gone for. I'm not complaining here. Well, no, this actually doesn't look as promising anymore, but hey. Alright, do have an ally dying right there. Didn't manage to get my cooldown off quickly enough. But my E ability, we haven't used it yet in this game, but it automatically triggers once we are low health. And what happens is that you instantly start healing yourself back up over a couple of seconds, and it's very promising indeed. So that means that, for the most part, in the game, you don't need to worry about a heck of a lot, because the heroic abilities that we will go over shortly are also very straightforward to use. Now, we need to back up here, though. We really cannot stay. We really cannot stay here. Alright. Wow, nice miss, Lowko. Very impressive. Alright, so let's get back onto the top lane. But the main strength, I suppose, of Raynor is that you don't have to worry about a heck of a lot of abilities. And, you know, everything is just pretty straightforward. Just have really the Q and the W for now, and just positioning yourself well. Next talent we're gonna go for right here is going to be Searing Attacks. Now, this is one that I wouldn't recommend if you're just now starting off the game, and I don't recommend it in that very first video that I uploaded about Raynor. But he's very good. And it will basically just empower your basic attacks, which is nice. I activate it pretty often whenever we are doing something useful, but you do want to make sure you have it up for team fights and whatnot. So there we go. First tower going down, and we are once again backing up. Now, Raynor can be useful as a laner, he can be useful as an assassin. It all depends on the build you're playing and whatever your team needs. Yeah, I did see him as well. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for blocking you. Didn't mean to. No, Not dying. Sweet. So, you know, it all depends on the build. But this one, the one that we are focusing on this game, is going to be mainly focusing on the fact that we are dealing a lot of damage as a team. So I'm just going to focus on team damage and, you know, nuking down a lot of enemies. But you can see the effect, by the way, of the Q right there. So Raynor skills well throughout the entire game. And that happens mainly right when we hit our heroic ability. So the heroic ability we are going to go for with this build is going to be Raynor's Raiders, which is this one right here. It's much better than the Hyperion, I reckon. Oh, well, you got to watch out there. It's much better than the Hyperion in most situations that I have noticed at the very least. Because, you know, you will actually have a lot more control. Basically how the Hyperion works, it will just sort of randomly attack stuff. And Raynor's Raiders, which are basically 2 Banshees, just attack whatever you are attacking, once again, giving you an easy to press button to boost your damage. And, you know, it's just easy to use and it's very, very nice. I think we got this, but... Alright, we are a little bit... No, we actually gonna need some help here. I'm sorry for blocking you, mate. I didn't mean to. Okay, Raynor's Raiders. We already got it right here. Alright, so here we go. I got my ult, right? Oh my god, I actually am overextending right here. I should have backed off. Okay, I'm just gonna run. No, 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 no. Look, don't die. Don't die. No! Woo! How am I still alive? 20 health. Did trigger my E automatically right there. I would have been very dead if it wasn't for this. But my Raynors, or my Raiders rather, almost actually got a kill right there. Which is pretty insane when you ask me. But in the meantime, we are actually pushing right here. Now, the one thing that Raynor does have, you could see some, you know, the weakness that we do have, you could see it come into play right there for a second, is that we have quite a bunch of weakness. When it comes to overextending, you know, when we are in trouble, we are gonna be in a lot of trouble because we can't really run away. Now, we do have the survivability, obviously, like I mentioned, from the E that we have and the automatic heal, but after that, you know, we need to be very, very careful. There's a big fight going on in the mid. I'm actually gonna get over there. Was defending this row of towers. They do have their ults right now as well. Hopefully I'll be able to get there in time without everyone dying. Back off, guys. There's 5 coming down. Alright, there we are. Oh, get him, get him, get him. Okay, no, no, no. Let's get out of there. Cool. Alright, gonna go for the Giant Killer right now is the next talent. Diablo gonna go down as well. Gonna put my Raynors. My Raiders rather. And see if I can get some more damage. But that's the main reason, by the way, why we are gonna be picking Blink. Or Bolt rather, I believe it's called. At the highest tier, at level 20. Because it's gonna be very useful to get out of trouble. But we lack quite a bunch of survivability for the most part. When we are overextending. So always make sure you are walking with a group. Now, in the early part of the game especially, nobody is really gonna be able to stop you, okay? Like, early game, nobody will be able to stop you, really. You can just sort of keep at it and you know, push on. Alright, we do have Bloodlust right here, so this is very, very nice for us. I wish I would have saved my ult for this, but hey. Oh, boom! Nice. Double shot, also using my W right there, buffing up everyone. And we're in a great position. Let's get that one as well while we're at it. Can we get that, guys? Can I get some help? No? Okay, never mind then. I'll just go back to the mid. But yeah, he's a very, very nice hero to play. And I would highly recommend giving this build a try if you are new. Look at the damage right there. It's pretty insane. It is pretty insane. Now, the next talent we are going to go for is going to be this one that will allow us to get some extra damage done to the very first target that my Q hits. So at that point, it will be necessary that you focus a little bit on the target. So I'm actually going to go to the bot. Let's see if I can get some help from Tygus. First we'll help Tygus right here. Basically my brother. Or we're like friends. Alright. We're gonna try and activate the shrines right here. Don't know if there's anyone here. No, I will go over to the mid. We got the top one already. We got the bot one already. I will activate the one right here. It's gonna be more useful for me. Alright, gotta go to the top. Should be best right here. So I was trying to make a point right there, but I completely forgot what I was talking about. Kind of difficult sometimes to play and talk at the same time, but this is going very, very well right here. But yeah, like, as long as you don't overextend with Raynor and you just sort of stay together as a group, you are most of the time more than fine. I mean, the heal that you get is huge, right? Like, that is not something to be slouching about. A quick tip, by the way, for anyone controlling the dragon, try to never kick anyone unless you are absolutely, you know, needing it. I mean, right there I used it, for example, and I'm just being bugged out. Let's just back. Let's just back. Alright. Dude, just run. Oh my god. Oof. That's actually kind of nice. But I'm gonna go here for Bullseye, which will give us a bunch of extra damage. Alright. We need to run, boys. Just back up. Back up, back up, back up. Don't have my level 20 talent yet, so... Ooh, need to be very careful here. I'm very low health on my dragon, obviously. I'm full health with my other character. So it looks like we're just gonna fight instead. Alright. Get him, boys. Get him. Get him, Raynors. Raynor's Raiders. Oh, get him. Oh my god. Just barely not making it. Sadly can't box them around and sort of choose where they're gonna go, but... I mean, we're still dealing a significant amount of damage right here. Once again, using my W, giving everyone some extra damage. Also minions, by the way. I didn't point that out already. Alright, just back up, guys. Just back up. Okay, nice. Let's get the camps. Meanwhile, the bot camp is still going to town as well, so this is very nice. I'm actually really liking where this is headed. And you can do this nice little thing as well, because he's obviously a marine and his auto attack, his basic attack is very strong. You can just sort of shift Q between everything. And because the basic attack is really fast as well, most of the time you are in a great position if you just sort of shift Q between everything and optimize the damage you can deal that way. But yeah, he's actually very quickly turning into one of my favorite ranged assassins, to be honest. I mean, games like this just happen all the time whenever I seem to be playing Raynor, and we're so far 10-0. Well, it isn't the best score in the world, and while we are, you know, definitely, we could have done a little bit more damage, but we are actually topping the damage meters right here in this game so far. So it's pretty good, right? Like, as far as hero damage goes, at the very least, we've been out DPSing a Tygus, a Vala, a Zeratul, pretty much all of it. And, yeah, those are most of the time going to be considered the ones that really deal the damage. But the Q is just such a nice ability, and so is the Raynor Raider. So definitely a hero that I would, or that I'm gonna give more tries, and that I'm gonna keep on playing, because he's very promising. The cooldown, by the way, on my heroic is relatively low as well. Let's just get this guy going. Gonna pop my R here. Oh, now see right here, even though my well, my benchies did get caught right now, but they were attacking for a little while longer. Zeratul does end up going down right there as well. Trying my very best to kill peoples. This game is very aggressive. All right, let's just kill this this keep. Get the catapult spawning. And while Vala is attacking me right there, we don't really care. We're just gonna run out. All right, looks like we're gonna go and get the Dragon Knight. All right, I'll go to the mid. Sweet, so it looks like we're gonna get the Dragon Knight here once more as well. We might not even get to level 20, but at level 20 I would have gone for the blink, or for the bolt upgrade right there. Activate to teleport a short distance. I'm gonna activate this thing. Gonna go straight towards, actually we're gonna go straight towards the core. Well, I don't know. Come on, guys. I'll wait a little bit for Muradin. Come on, Muradin. No? Okay. Well, I can't use my my kick right now. Now it's a good idea, I suppose. Alright, let's just kill this guy. Let's just kill that thing. We need to win a fight anyway. We need to start forcing one. Generally speaking, the dragon stays alive for plenty of time. Gonna have to try and get out of here for a second. Nice. Just going for the guaranteed victory right here, pretty much. I mean, it's gonna be hard to win right here, so might be better to just go for the keep first. Alright. Let's try and get the keep down, boys. We might actually be able to finish it off right here. Yeah, I think we actually just easily are right now. This is actually going great. Nice little game. Definitely cannot be complaining. But if you guys enjoy playing, you know, ranged assassins, and you like having a bit of a tankier ranged assassin, so to say, you can go ahead and definitely give Raynor a try. I would say he's one of the more tanky ones. Together with Tygus, most likely, but Tygus is a lot more difficult to play. I've personally been playing mainly Vala. Vala is probably the hero that I've played the most in this game, and Vala is so extremely flimsy. Like, when you make one mistake with Vala, you're pretty much instantly dead. But with Raynor, you really cannot make very many mistakes as long as you stay grouped up with your team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one.